Wonderful. Good morning, and thanks a lot for this opportunity. It's definitely a privilege to manage this project from our house, our institution, in order to make life in the whole of Estonia better. But we are not alone. We are wonderful partners from Norway, and welcome also to the ambassador of Norway. And I would like now to check how I can change my slides on the screen. But let me start from how and why are we doing this? We all know that at least 300 days already the world is a place that is not very calm, not very peaceful, and anyhow, it is important to think how we could here and now and maybe tomorrow as well cope on this planet. And of course we have been following the news, and by the way, as of yesterday there are 8 billion people living on this planet, and the question is there enough space for all of us on this planet? But if we make right decisions and right choices, then it might happen. But whether the choices are right or not will show in the future. But I was also asked to say a couple of words about what is this agency of environment about. We are certainly taking decisions about environment, and it's important to proceed from knowledge doing this. And the environmental agency is working for collecting data to make clear decisions, and we make efforts in order to identify what is the state of living nature around us. Many of us came here from places that are a bit distant from here, and probably you also noticed that it was the first or maybe the second snowfall this year outside. And according to the prognosis of the environmental agency, I already was informed about this beforehand, because it was our weather prognosis who forecasted snowfall today. But we heard that in the presentation I was supposed to give a global view over the environment, but the topic of circular economy is that use items, things as long as you can. And it can be also said that it's true about my clothing, because I have been using it since many years back already. But now a couple of years about a project, was about the project. I can see the whole hall, and it makes me happy And turning around, I can see that there are very many people listening to me here. And the Minister of Environment, he mentioned also some literature, latest information about environment, and it was all very positive. But I somehow also find negative aspects. And somehow there is an attitude in Estonia that I already know everything. And when carrying out this study and asking the question about, are you informed about the environment? The answers were yes. So what are you doing for it? I am sorting my waste. And now we have to find out, is it really like this? Do people know already everything? And considering that there are so many people in the hall, probably we still don't know yet everything. And after having enjoyed an apple and after willing to put it into a special bin for biodegradable waste, we might find something that does not belong there in the bin. So using items, things as long as you can, but at the same time we also have to take care of our economy. We have to introduce new materials. We have to repair also things. And now a couple of words about this enhanced capacity on circular economy project. We have a cooperation partner. I mentioned our Norwegian colleagues already. Also the Ministry of Environment is involved. All wonderful partners. And local governments that have a very critical role in implementing circular economy principles. They certainly also are financed during this project, but not too extensively, and too much money doesn't make anybody happy. And sometimes also creativeness is not supported by too much money. And in other words, what has been carried out in the framework of this project? Local governments have been very important. We have focused on activities of local governments. We share our experiences and knowledge, and also environmental indexes. On the global level, we are on the 14th position among 80 participants there. That doesn't sound bad, but before us there is Germany, and behind us Latvia. So it all is an example of that there are many good practices here in Estonia that we can share with others also when designing our policies. Another study that also was carried out about the role of local governments in Green Deal and what are the hindering aspects. Very often financial resources were mentioned, and also a clear framework of where we are moving. And also the white paper that the minister mentioned is a part of this framework. Now, talking about frameworks, of course, we don't want to be closed into frameworks, neither we nor others. And we would be rather happy if by the end of this project there would be several strategies put to place how to turn this world into a better place. All of us, we buy something, both the governmental sector, local governments, we make procurements, and how to do it in the best possible way from the point of view of the environment. And we should also think what are the criteria for green procurements, for procuring products or services that are good for the environment. And I was also told that if 10,000 people would be after this project aware of the principles of circular economy, that would be definitely positive. And of course, time flies. And my time is over for this presentation soon as well. So soon our young generation will take over, and young generation has been involved into this project as well. And although I'm sure that we will manage to turn the future into the better, and the young generation, they will either be enjoying a better future or they will be correcting our mistakes. And my role was just to tell you the story. And practical work is carried out by others, so please ask the questions from them. Thank you very much, Taimar.